everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I have been so eager to play this game. This is a semi-blind LP in that I have seen someone else play the game. Please don't do that. Um, and I saw Pharaoh 2091 play it, and it's a really cool game. And actually, there are 2 more games after this. Zero Escape series, that's what this is being called now. And the 3rd game is actually, as I'm recording this, it has not come out yet, but it's due to be released on certain platforms very soon. I plan on buying it, but I won't be able to play it until after I'm done with the LP for this game and for the next game. So it's going to be a while. And the only reason I can't show the intro videos, I don't know if it's like copyrighted. And it's just a little interesting intro video. I don't know. I'm sorry I can't show it to you guys. Okay, I don't know how many of you watching this have seen anybody else's LP or if you've played it before, but this game is a mystery. It's a visual novel. It can be kind of graphic, so I'm going to give you the warning right now. If you can't handle gore, death, dark stuff, then please don't watch certain parts. I will give you a warning when those parts come up, I think, if I'm able to catch it in time. If not, then just in general, I really don't want to trigger anyone or anything bad happening. So please be careful with yourself, you know. It's not too bad. I think the second game is better, actually, only because it doesn't have the gore that this one does. Alright, so this game is going to include voice acting from me, so it's going to take a while, too. And it has puzzles and stuff, so it's everything I like, minus the gore. And I'm really excited about this. Man, I'm so excited. I'm going to try my best to do these voices justice, but there's a lot of male characters, and as usual, that's my #1 difficulty. So, okay, there's different endings that I'm going to be trying to get. I have no idea of what I'm doing. This is really exciting. So let's do this, guys. Oh, gosh. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. Oh boy. You know, when they put that up, it's kind of scary. And this is the DS version. And we can hear waves, water. Pretty cool. I'm so pumped. I am pumped for this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh boy. That's not good. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. Oh boy, so he fell. His balance lost, and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the gold-gray floor. Ouch! Gee, damn it! Oh man. Did he have to really say that? Okay, so let's just say, ouch! Ah, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind, and finally he understood where he'd fallen from. Oh, it was a bed. A bunk bed! A 3-level bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen, apparently, from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt. He sounds like an old man now. His entire body hurt. But yeah, after falling, anybody would be feeling it. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he'd slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. At first, he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening. But as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Earthquake? No, we know what happened. Was it an earthquake, he wondered? See, that's the first thing most people would think of. It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was, if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. Oh boy. And muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed while Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Then, as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were 1,000 things the sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. Oh boy. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. Yeah, really old. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin that they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. "It's Cinco!" On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door, slowly. Standing at last in front of the door, Junpei grabbed a hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. Yeah, how many more tries did it take? Stubborn much? It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved. The handle wouldn't budge. It's locked, buddy. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. "Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door!" There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. You didn't notice until right now, huh? On his left wrist was a bracelet of a sort he'd never seen before. They call it a bracelet, but I look at it and I just think watch. In the center was a large LCD display. It looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it showed only a single number. 5. That's the same as the door. Nice thinking, Junpei. I'm probably going to be a little sassy towards him this whole time. Oh, Junpei, I love you, really. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over, as if to remove a watch, but the other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps... He pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Yeah, that's pretty weird, buddy. Pretty weird. Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However... Ugh! Damn! Ugh, it's no good. Damn, this thing won't come off. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face, around Junpei's wrist, and back into the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off anytime in the near future. What the hell's the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. So much was happening, and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Just like the ship, apparently. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell happened to me? Oh, flashback? It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked slowly toward the window. He could see nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something, anything. It was at that moment. Oh, oh, what the? You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, what the hell's going on here? Oh no, that is bad. A crack split the glass of the window, and for a moment Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst, and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? Damn it! Junpei yelled, spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. It's locked, remember? Oh my god! Hey! Anyone! Is anyone there? Come on! If you're there, say something! There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle deep on the floor and rising quickly toward his knees. Oh my god, that's scary. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Here we go. Desperation time. Seek a way out. So every time that shows up, we gotta really look around. Now, I have no idea how to really maneuver this, but we will see. Operations during an escape. During an escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Since many areas require very exact selection, we recommend you use a stylus. Oh boy. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Touch the triangle icon on the bottom screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same thing by pressing left, right, and down on the control pad. Bird's eye view. If you want to know where you are, touch X on the camera icon on the bottom screen. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. Saving during an escape. Pressing start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Purpose of the escape. To survive. The purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. How you do that depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you'll need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Okay, what is this? About items. During an escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Touching L item on the top left will take you to the item screen. While on the item screen, you will be able to investigate, hold, and combine items that you've found. If you want to investigate an item you've found, touch the icon for that item in the item screen, and then touch search in the top right corner of the bottom screen. This is a lot to take in, guys. I will just be fumbling my way through this for a while until I get used to it. Oh boy. Okay, so note from bulletin board. Nothing on the back. I see blue, red. There's an arrow going that way. It won't let me turn it the way I would like it to. There's like a filled in red. Oh, why won't it let me turn? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be taking notes a lot during this game. With puzzle games like this, I do like to take notes. It helps me think better. I'm the type of person, even during school, like, I like to take notes physically with writing them out. Helps me. Okay, so I'm gonna say red. Triangle filled in. Then triangle not filled in. This is red. Interesting. Blue. Triangle filled in. Triangle not filled in. I wish you guys could see my notes. My handwriting, it's okay, but my drawing skills, not so much. Okay, let's press search. The notes got triangles in red and triangles in blue. That's it? Okay. Investigate with an item. Touching an item while on the item screen will select that item. While an item is selected, touching back will return you to the room. Investigation screen. If you look down at the bottom left corner of the bottom screen, you should see the icon. I see it. This shows that you are holding the item. If you hold an item while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Investigate suspicious areas with different items to see if anything happens. Pressing up on the control pad will select another item for you to hold. Okay, that's interesting. Anything else here? Bulletin board, there's nothing on it. What's this? Picture frame. Anything? Can we... Anything else? No? No? Okay, it looks like... Huh. An old picture frame. There's a picture of a ship in it. There's screws keeping the back on. Yeah, I was thinking about the screws. We could try to combine, but I don't think we can. Combining? No? Okay. So if we could find something to unscrew that, maybe. Let's go back. Anything else? There's nothing on top of the shelf. How about the sink? Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on the sink. This is the only drain in this room. Anything else I can do? There's a towel next to the sink. Can't grab it. This is the middle bunk. Okay. Let's, go back. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is gonna stop the water. Yeah, it's too much. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. Yes, you do. Oh, man. Okay. What's over here? This briefcase. No dice. It's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. Oh boy, numbers. The number on the dial is 0101. I guess I need to put the key in the keyhole before I can enter any numbers on the dial. Alright. We'll be back to that. Is there anything under the pillows? I can't see the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom of the bed. I've got to hurry this up. And keep looking till the cows come home. All I'm gonna find up here is that pillow. Dang it. Isn't there anything else I can use? I was just wanting to know... Okay, blue briefcase. Okay, let's check this area. This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. Oh, what's in here? Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not this stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. A screwdriver! Yes! Can I combine... Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough. And here's the picture. Picture... Aha! Hee. Not bad. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so for the briefcase. Okay. Okay, note time. I'm sure there's, like, I could probably look at it again, but for me it just helps with the notes. Okay. Uno is this. Doesn't have color code, but at least the angle of the triangles are different each time. 2, 3. You know what? I'm not gonna write the whole thing. Let me just look at let me see. So I had red filled in going like this. So it's 7. Yeah, that's all I have to do. Duh, Binks, don't go copping everything. Okay, so I had 7. Another red that was like this. So 7, 4. This was the red. And then the blue was 6. And 3. Yes. 6 and 3. 7, 4, 6, 3. So someone wrote a bunch of numbers and symbols on the back of the picture. Oh, 0 is a square. That's pretty interesting. But we don't need it, so cool. Combining items. If you take 2 items you found and combine them, they may turn into something else. To do this, select an item on the item screen and touch combine. I already did that. Then select the second item and touch. Yes, if the 2 items can be combined, you'll receive a new item. If they cannot be combined, nothing will happen. Well, since they're saying that... Let's see. No. What was the point of that? I'm already fine. I mean, they were probably telling me what I had to do, but I already did it. Okay. Anything here? Oh! The key! Well, let's see if there's anything in here. Huh, looks like there is. Give me the key. A key. Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. Odd. Okay, nice. Anything else? I'm looking at the pot lid. Okay. Anything else in here? Totally stove, nothing inside though. Okay, so I guess I'm good. Alright, let's go here. The key. Alright, let's see what happens if I put this blue key in the keyhole. And nothing. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. Mini games. During an escape, your investigation may trigger one of several mini games. All operations for the minigames are done by touching the bottom screen. Some minigames will require you to manipulate something, while others will only require you to apply the right object or touch the right thing. Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause it to move to the next number. Enter 4 numbers this way and then touch the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. Alright, I wrote down 7. Let's hope this is right. 4, 6, 3. No? No? Why? I totally was right about those though. Oh man, maybe backwards? Now I'm really disappointed. Okay, maybe backwards. Let's see. 3, 6. Wait, it doesn't go to 6? Okay, what confused me too is but the arrow that was going from left to right. Huh. Okay. Dang it. Open, you stupid thing. I don't think it's gonna open if I whack it on the wall a couple times. Might make me feel better. Not gonna help though. Alright, Junpei, don't freak out. Keep it cool and look around for some more clues. Okay, you're right. We'll be back. Interesting. Let's try another section. I think we read it here. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else. What's this? Oh, another section? Oh, it's a mirror. Okay. A small red key. Huh. A small red key. Yeah, so that must mean there's a red briefcase somewhere. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. Oh yeah, you look like... you look awful, buddy. But I can't blame you, considering what's going on. It's really scary. What's up with my face? His confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he was nearly dead. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. Flashback time! It was past midnight when he came home. Actually, we're gonna continue on in the next episode. I don't want my videos to be too long. Oh man, so I just gotta keep looking around the room and figure out that code. I'm so disappointed I couldn't open it right away, but you gotta be patient with these puzzles. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This LP is gonna be really fun and really interesting. It's very story driven and with puzzles and all that, so it's really cool. And I will be doing my best for the voice acting. So thanks for watching, and until next time, hope you have a nice day.